Hello world, it's JWP, J-Word Primo Beats, coming to you live from my living room. You check me out on YouTube at JWP Tube, just gotta search it up. I'm live on Twitch, twitch.tv/JWP stream. Check me out on Facebook, JWP Meta, gotta search that up. Also check out my Patreon, JWP Patreon, so it's with two P's, patreon.com/JWP PATREON. So today I will be unboxing some microphones. In fact, it might have been a good idea to take a little break before this. However, it is getting kind of late and I just finished spending about, an hour getting set up and documenting these other things. I will grab a little bit of water here though, so bear with me while I grab some water so I don't sound like I'm 70 years old. And I'm far away. Hi, I'm getting water. Oh, right, the moment I've been waiting for. It's the microphone time, straight from IK Multimedia Sunset. Designed in Italy, not sure about where it's manufactured. But yeah. Sent from Florida. Designed in Italy. Probably manufactured in like China or something. Maybe US, I don't know. So this is a ARC microphone, which I couldn't find anywhere. I had to order direct. And since I was ordering direct, I figured I might as well get a lanyard. There was a lanyard at one of the electronic stores nearby. However, I took too long. I was undecided if I really wanted it. And then it left the shelf, and then, yeah. So I decided to, throw it on the order. And also, a IK Multimedia Mic HD2, I do believe it's called. So here we go. Ba-ba-ba. So we have packing peanut, giant paper packing peanut thing. And we got this wonderful piece of paper here that says stuff. And it's a bunch of prices and, my reward points discount. And it looks like some sort of factory printable. However, it looks like the printer's kind of running out of ink or something because it's got big lines down it. Anyway. Oh, so before I get into this, the reason I'm doing this, I'm not sure if I mentioned that on this video already, is that these are ordered in, and I do believe I need to have proof of working order in order to return them straight out of the box. So this is straight out of the box. I haven't opened this. I've been waiting a week, close to a week, to open these things and document them, me opening them. Because if something doesn't work, I need evidence that it didn't work straight out of the box. There. So, okay, so here's the lav. This is the iRig mic lav. Right, so that's the little microphone that clips to your shirt, so I don't have to wear this giant headset anymore. In fact, I could probably test that soon. I'll probably test that first so I can switch out of this headset. Because it's making my head sweat. And next we have a mystery box, of which I'm not 100% sure. Where's the ARC? No. Is that it? It doesn't even come in a fancy box. I thought this thing was going to be huge. Look at how small that is. Came with a little little microphone or microphone stand adapter. It's actually got like a little wheel on it. I don't want to drop that. Yeah, and here's the microphone. Like it didn't get a fancy box with it, which is kind of disappointing. But I mean, maybe it's outdated or something because I couldn't find it anywhere. I had to order direct, and there she blows. XLR ARC microphone. So that's for room correction, acoustic treatment. However, there's a good chance I'm probably going to try it out for other applications, because the mic room will allow me to turn this microphone into a variety of other microphones, and this microphone has a flat response. So I believe this lavalier was, I think, 50, 60 bucks. And then the Arc, I think, was 150. So expensive for such a small thing. However, I mean, it's likely worth it. Okay, it says... I can't even see, it's so faded. Here we go. These are US prices too. So 80 bucks. So for me, that's almost, 130-ish. And then the lavalier was 50, so about 60, 70 for me. And then the iRig mic HD2, 130, so about 150, 160 for me. And bam, there it is. It's quite heavy. This box can go over there. So yes, the reason I got a sort of ice cream cone style microphone is that it's more unidirectional. This is a condenser though, so it's nice and high quality. I find large diaphragm microphones pick up everything, and I don't have a lot of acoustic treatment or soundproofing, so this is my best bet. And again, like the lavalier, and I didn't mention that the lavalier can also be used in mic room. This can be used in mic room, and the Arc microphone can be used in mic room. So I get to do some experimenting as like coming up at comparing what mic room really can do with 3 reference microphones. And then I can turn them into each other. No, I can't turn them into each other, which is fine. I can turn them into other microphones. So yeah, there's that. So we got to get to testing them out. The iRig, didn't even think the Arc is going to be a little more difficult to test because I need an XLR and I don't have one set up quite handily. So I'm going to have to go get my interface. And this all has to be one video, so I better do it right quick. So start with the lavalier so I can get this sweaty headset off. Quick snip, swipe, slip, snip. And it wasn't quite enough of a snipe, snip, snip. There we go. Still not enough. So yeah, I'm really surprised about the Arc microphone. I mean, I was expecting a fancy little box like this. And all I got was like, it looks like a little pizza box, like a pan pizza or something. It's one slice with a tiny little microphone in it. I was expecting it to be like the size of a foot or something. I don't know why. Like bigger than this even. I was expecting it to be a foot long and heavy. But no, which is fine. I mean, don't need the extra stuff and don't need the extra stuff. Okay, so look. It's another pizza box. Pretty much almost exactly the same as this one. And there's a slit in this one. So I got the box, but I didn't get the cover. That's fine. Like I said, it's probably a dated. However, for me, it's still interesting. Woo! Okay, so here's the lavalier, and I got a bunch of cool stuff. Like QR codes that you can scan, but I shouldn't show them on stream because someone else could steal my licensing. Anyway, like this cute little thing. Oh, that's all there is. Okay, so I'm gonna keep that box. I like to keep most of my boxes, however, shipping boxes aren't really keepable. And we're gonna check this out. It's the lavalier. Cute little plastic thing. It reminds me of my other headphones. I don't know why they always have this like little mesh hangy thing. Put your loose change in there or something, right? Anyway, here's the lavalier, and we're gonna check this out right soon, right quick. I might have to adjust my filters. We'll check it out dry. Oh, check it out dry first, and then we'll adjust if I have to. bunch of stuff falling out all over the place. So I got this clip here, a very gatory, interesting looking clip. So that's probably gonna go on my shirt. Very tense, very very tense. And we have the microphone itself, very small. And we got the little puff guy, windscreen. So we're gonna, do a little bit of penetration on live stream here. The microphone into the puff guy. There you have it. Cutest microphone ever. And we got the super long cord. It's all wiggled up. And then we have the other end, which will go into my computer. Actually, I'm going to put that on my phone. So we'll see how this turns out here. I'll get rid of this headset. And actually, I'm going to turn off my filters first because I got a bunch of filters on the microphone in. So let's go filters. Actually, I don't have any. Really? I didn't realize that. Interesting. So I found this microphone's crap. Maybe it's just my computer input. I never thought of that. Interesting. Well then, so switching now. Probably jump into phone. I probably should turn off the driver first. So go in here and go deactivate. So you're gonna lose the microphone here until I get this headset going. Actually, I should do the clip now. Maybe expand my cord a bit. Try to figure out where to stick this. Worry about the cord later. See how long the cord goes. It goes about, so I'm just about a little under 6 foot because I'm 6 foot, and they say your hand span is how tall you are. So just a little under 6 foot, which is nice. Okay, so then this goes onto there. All right. What do I have to do here? All right, and then this goes somewhere like so. Oh, I think it's backwards. Try my collar. Yeah, like so. Right? Okay, it looks okay. And then I'm gonna drop it through my shirt and I'm gonna plug it in. So I'm going to deactivate the camera now. Mic off. Check, mic check, 1, 2. It looks quite a bit quieter than my other microphone. So I can't hear it. Maybe it's just because, because I'm not really that close. I do believe these are condensers though. So I'll just have to go with it. I'm going to dim the screen. I can go back in my pocket. I still have a bit of a length cord left, which is good, I suppose. And there's no way to turn off the screen capture, so it's just record or video broadcasting my pocket. Oh yeah, there's also a small switch which has it switches the there's like a piggyback on the lavalier, how do you say, attachment. There's a piggyback on the attachment here. I guess I could show it. Make more sense like that, right? So there's a small piggyback there, and you can plug in either headphones or another lavalier, right? And there's a small switch here, and you can switch to headphones or lavalier. It's currently set to another lavalier, which I don't have, which I don't need. And I imagine that's the reason for the little bit extra cord. Maybe I'll put some put the twist tie back around the little extra cord before I throw it back in my pockets. And it looks like it's working. I do want to check it, so I'm gonna go get some headphones. I have right back into the sweaty headphones, so there's no feedback. And I want to check it just to make sure you guys aren't hearing gargle. So now into my computer, it's like two microphones. I could double down on the microphones if I wanted. However, not a great idea. All right, I want output to headphones, yes. And then I want to right-click Advanced Audio Properties, head into Droid OBS, and monitor and outputs. Mic check. Sounds okay. I'm hearing latency, so it's messing with me. Messing with me. Right, then let's turn that off. It sounds so kind of digitalized. It's really hard to talk hearing myself like that. It's about, I don't know, half-second latency. And I'm going to grab another shot of water before I move on to the next microphone. And maybe I'll run to the other room and grab my interface. So BRB. And I guess I'm still broadcasting vocally, right? However, can't see what I'm doing. Just looking for my interface, which is hiding in the corner here. Don't need the preamp, so I can just disconnect. Start with disconnecting XLRs. I just want my short XLR, however, I don't know which one that is. Here's my interface. Okay, USB cable. And tube. Okay. I just want the short XLR. Either. There she blows. And I'm ready to come back. So yes, traveling. Microphone check. Check 1379. So here is my interface. All right, this is a older interface, UA25EX with Cakewalk. It's that old. Works like a charm. It's solid. I hope and knock on it and break it, right? Doesn't need any power. I got a small XLR cable here for testing the ARC microphone. I'm not even sure it has a name. REMS? Right. Exact name. I don't want a technical name. I want sort of a nickname. Just says MEMS mic, measurement microphone for ARC System 2.5. So I just call it MEMS, I guess. The MEMS mic. Them MEMS mics. How you like MEMS apples? Okay, that was a pretty lame joke. I want input to this one. And then I'm going to have to become a microphone stand. Saving the best for last. We'll save HD2 for last. Oh yeah, I was going to grab some water because I'm a thirsty human. And there's my interface kicking in. Oh, the deliciousness is water. Fresh water is worth its weight in gold. Definitively. And Lavalier is on. I want the ARC microphone. I'm not sure how I'm going to get that in the system. I'm sure it'll work itself out. So here we go. We have the ever so cute and precious ARC microphone. That's how small it is. Very interesting. Alright, and it does have an XLR here. It doesn't look too, durable, but it feels quality. Quality feels about 70-80% out of 100. 100 would be like really metallic. Compared to my rubbery wireless keyboard, which would probably be about 75. This is a definitive 80, so a bit better. Anyway, nothing's perfect, right? So I mean, there are other options. However, this is the one I chose. So we are powered in. Do I need the lights? Maybe I was gonna say I should look at the instruction manual, but I didn't get any. So perhaps I'll pull up a brief from somewhere else. Because I hopefully didn't just fry it with phantom power. So let's go IK ARC mic manual. This would be MEMS. And my computer is lagging. Oh, that's not good. That's okay. There we go. Recovered. It's getting all worried there. Info. I did nothing. But no phone support. Let's check out the FAQ. And I want hardware. It's not even in there either. Oops. I didn't get anything in. I guess maybe if I register it, I'll get access to the information. However, again, there's nothing. There's a serial number really small on here. This is model. Made in Italy. I do have some sort of QR code, but I imagine that's probably a laboratory. Maybe there's something on the system here. I don't see any sort of serial. That's really disappointing. I'm definitely gonna have to ask about this and ask why. So I'm going to turn off phantom power. So unplug this first. And no, phantom is off. Okay. 4410, bypass my compressor, lift the ground. So maybe that's why it didn't turn on. So what am I doing? Okay. Default in here. is on, and I want the UA2. And we'll pop this guy back on here because it doesn't activate. Oh, there it goes. Oh, but then it's died down again. I'm gonna look it up because I don't want to activate phantom power and then fry this thing and then have to send it back and then they'd be like, oh, that was the last one we ever made. Okay, so why's my Facebook blowing up? Somebody ha-ha'd my story. That's nice. And what am I doing? Okay, Mems Arc IK Multimedia Phantom. Okay, so it looks like it does need phantom power. Let's just do a quick search here. We'll Alt F Phantom. MEMS mic attaches via standard XLR to the input of any microphone preamp that can supply phantom power. Okay. Yeah, it does need phantom power then. Apparently. I mean, that doesn't come from, a IK Multimedia source, but they didn't give me anything. And I'm definitely going to email and ask them, like, where's my, registration card and this and that and the other thing. A little bit anticlimactic. However, I'm a utility type guy, so if the serial number didn't have any utility, I wouldn't really care. I mean, I'd need to write down the serial number somewhere or something. However, there's a chance that it might get me some jam points and stuff, so I want that serial number. And then I want to go here, and I gotta put my headphones on. I got my light now. Which indicates it is working. However, I don't know if it's even live, so we're gonna go headphones here. I want my output headphones. Okay, which they are. I'm just gonna do a quick test here. And somebody's phoning me, which is annoying. I mean, people don't even check me out streaming. Like, I try to just phone me, which is fine. It's cool. I don't know if they're trying to jump in on the stream or something, but they could at least, use the chat, comment on the live stream if you're trying to be part of the live stream, and I will most definitely bring you into the live stream. But don't be just calling me out of the blue. All right, let's check out this microphone. Okay, default in UA2. I gotta turn it up or something. Yeah, I think it's all the way down. Let's refresh this screen, unhide all. And I got the face cam, so let's hide the face cam again. And where's default in? I'm getting the Odroid OBS. Let's look at advanced audio properties. I still don't vote have default in. Maybe because I'm not even looking at the right screen. No, it's there. It's muted or something. Default. Microphone array. Mic check. No. Properties. Why is it being weird? I mean, I'd close it and start it back up again, but that would kill the stream. Maybe take it out. Put it back in. Yes. And then paste reference. Default in. What's going on here? Vertical layout. Still not there. It's not anywhere. Maybe if I switch scenes. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to my screen output, I guess. And back in, and then back in. Okay, so there it is. Except I don't know what it's doing. It's like super loud. And I'm kind of worried about turning that on. It's gonna hurt my ears. So I'm gonna turn down my headset, and I guess I can turn this down. Check that out. Mic check. So I can hear anything. Turn it up. So scratchy. Scratch. Mic check. I gotta turn it up on the ear. Mic check 157. Mic check. Mic check. Something's not right there. Okay, so there's that. I can hear that. That actually sounds like it has no latency. However, it sounds like it's picking up everything. Must be like super sensitive. I'm not sure if I can consider that working. Okay, so what's my default in set to? No, this is my headset. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, microphone array. Okay, let's go with this. Mic check. There we go. Sounding quite flat. It's actually very sensitive too. I don't want to. Sounds like I could just push it over. Yeah, see? It's totally pops with very little effort. It's very sensitive. Don't tell anybody about its secrets. It's gonna get mad. Mic check. 191132176 million. Sounds really good anyway. Mic check 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Microphone check. Kind of reminds me of like those ones they use on Vegas stages, those little tiny ones from the 50s or the 70s or something, and they come on stage and yes, and they be smoking away. Anyway, enough of my fantasizing. So this is working, very much so. Good. So it's flat response. Really looking forward to testing this one out, even just for correcting my room, definitely, and for just general recordings and be able to turn them from flat into other microphones, including the lav and all sorts of stuff. And I'm just like hearing myself talk, so I'm gonna turn this thing off. Turn that off. Alright, so now there's 2 mics running, which I do not need. Alright, mic check, so that's totally down. And I'm gonna disconnect. So that's gone. Okay, so I unplug this. Put that back in its box. And then done with the interface, so I could just coil that up and set that aside. And I could take off this headset. Actually, I'm probably gonna need it. I need a little break though, so I'm just gonna put it on the floor here. And my lavalier is still going, which is good. All right, it's time for the workhorse. Yes, the workhorse. Let's get it open. Oh, it's past my bedtime. Back in my day, we used to go to bed at 5 p.m. Back in my day, we used to drink water out of a well. Speaking of water, I need a shot of water. Oh, kicking boxes. All right. Oh. Back in my day, we never used to get microphones from Italy. We used to sing in a can. All right, cut this open. somehow eventually. It goes this way. Okay, it's still sealed. Triple directional. There we go. Okay. Pull this over that way, and then we pull this up this way. I pull that over here somehow. So this is a condenser unidirectional, I hope, a USB microphone with an 1/8 of an inch output for like headphones for listening while you're singing or whatever. However, you can also use that as like a unbalanced output, right? And some sort of ambulance happening in the background. Oh yeah, stealing the show, man. Okay, so again, another pizza box. However, we're not having pizza today. We're having lasagna, I guess. So put the other arc microphone there. There it is. More registration cards. Again, I can't show those on screen. Bam, she's heavy. She's metal. She's got a couple knobs. Oh, so I guess there's an input knob and then there's a headphones knob. Oh, oh, and a whole bunch, whole bunch of stuff underneath. So not only do you get a microphone, but you get a what is that? Okay, so that's a USB micro or a typical Android phone cord, and then we have another cute mic adapter with the cool swivel thing, and we have a USB micro connector, which is looking like high quality. So I'll probably keep that out as I'm going to be testing this out. Same act, which means right away in Cree, Swampy Cree. And yeah, it actually looks like this cord is made to fit inside of the microphone. I'm not sure it really, gives any extra grip or anything, but the hole and the stem, they go together. A lot of penetration in this video today. Anyway, so that's done. And then we have a cute little tripod. Feels very stiff, very metal. Probably better than most of the other tripods I've had. I mean, I won't be doing any podcasts or anything with this. However, it's nice to have. And we've got another cord, which is Apple cord, 5-pin, I do believe, whatever you guys call it. And I got another cord, which is a Thunderbolt, looks like. That's what you guys call it. To me, that's a USB-C, so I wonder if I could plug this into my phone. And a leather bag. I don't know if it's fake leather. It has HD2 and iRig mic. You can't really see that. I guess if I angle, there you go. HD2 on one side, and let's see if we can get that on there. No, it doesn't look like. Oh, there it is. iRig mic. Bang. And there's nothing on the back though. It's a cute little leather case. Like I said, it smells like plastic. It smells leathery. I'd like to think it's leather. And then the microphone can go in there like that. Bag, and then you zip it up, and you're not cool with your leather bag. It's like my microphone, except if it bangs into something. Inspected by number 3. Thanks, number 3. Let's check it out. Let's see how your inspection went. As I inspected. Okay, so let's get it back out of its leather bag. And I'm not really going to be interested in using the tripod. I think I'm just going to, free-handed. I'm just going to have my ice cream. So let's close up the tripod. Let's put this back in its little shelf thing. And these other things can go back in that box. Oh, this chair is killing me. That would get me better. I mean, I guess I could move to the couch. Oh, there is someone in chat. I'm not sure who it is. So let's check out the chat. Let's Go by Susan Wachiki Chiki. ASMR. Made any new music recently? I'm trying to learn synth edit. It's hard. Yes, synth edit is very difficult. But it's not impossible. It just has a lot of traps. Oh. So I'm just doing some unboxings of microphones, not specifically AMSR. I don't really do that kind of stuff. Just testing them out because in case they are broken and I have to send them back, I need proof that they came broken out of the box. So this is a USB microphone and a USB cable. I was going to put everything back in this wonderful as a lasagna box. So only the stuff I need, which is this one, I do believe. Yeah. So that's the USB micro, 2 standard USB, or USB A. I'm not sure what it's called. So that's all back in there. I don't know what that's from. Okay, so let's get this USB happening. And then I gotta put my sweaty headset back on. However, it's worth it to check out the microphone. So this goes into the mic end and this goes into the computer. Let's get this headset on. Just chilling on my couch now. It's a little easier on the posterior than my stool chair that I was originally sitting in for when I was setting up, and then I guess I got a little carried away and just ended up staying in there. So who's ready for some karaoke? Alright, so let's get this plugged in. And then plug it in over here. Let's get that popping. This should come up as this little light. It should come up as its own driver. And I got a bit of problems with my hands right now as I dry and my skin's kind of hurt. So let's just turn up everything to the max. Alright, and in fact, I can plug my headphones right into this, so I'm going to do that right quick and check it out. So, can I hear myself? I can't hear myself. Microphone check, maybe I turned it down here. Microphone check, 1579. Check. Maybe I turned it off. It doesn't seem like I turned it off. Microphone check. Check. Microphone check. I'm not getting anything. I'm probably not using it right, or maybe because there's a microphone on this one. I doubt that though. And then back into the computer, and we'll go get the default input here coming in from default, I guess. Mic check 1 2. Yeah, it's there. Okay, so that's full blast, I think. Or is it? Mic check. Microphone check. Okay, I can't hear that, so I'm going to these little dials. You can see those are tiny little dials here. So there's one for the input volume and one for the headset, and I just don't know which is which. It's like, yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna check this out. Oh, that's probably the microphone array. So how do I get this in then? Let's leave that for now, because that's probably just annoying. Mic check. Okay, so no, it does look like it's this microphone. Mic check 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Yeah, it looks like it's this microphone, which is default, but I don't know why it's not showing up in the list. So perhaps we can turn off and back on. I don't know. Switch scenes again. Okay, there it is. Let's go to that. Bang, boom, pow. All right. Now I want to monitor this myself. Default in and monitor. mic check. And I'm not getting anything. So it's this one. Mic check, mic check. I mean, that doesn't matter. I can't hear anything. Okay, let's try the Droid Cam. Monitor and outputs. Oh, okay, maybe because this isn't set to headset. Yeah, okay, so this is set to speakers. And the speakers. Okay, so have a weird. So I'm just gonna switch to headphones real quick, and then I'll explain what I think is happening here. So USB in from the microphone to the USB, and then it travels to the computer, and then it comes back for the headset out, I guess. Okay, well, I need to do some monitoring, and I still can't hear anything. Okay, now I can hear stuff, but I can't hear myself, which is strange because I got like 3 microphones going, and the only one I want is this one, which is my lavalier, and I can't hear it. Well, that's not muted. Mic check. This is turned down. Mic check, mic check. I don't think that's monitoring. Yeah, it's monitoring. Well, let's put down the IK mic for a moment here. Somehow. Perhaps it might have been a good idea to set up the tripod. Which is no problem, I can do that very quick. So, let's get this rubber mic holder happening. What? Oh, they were cool. These are adapters. I thought these were... It's too bad I don't have one go in the opposite direction because my iLoud speakers have a funny connection. And I had to order in a special adapter to connect to them, which wasn't really cool. However, the speakers are, so it was worth it. Alright, let's get that out of the way and put that guy down and figure out what's going on here. So this is the adapter here. So we go from, I do believe this is like UK or European microphone adapter to US or American or the rest of the world, I'm not sure. But our main problem here is I can't get sound. So I get sound from the computer, but I'm not getting any sound from OBS, which is a problem because I need to do testing. So what am I doing wrong? See, I can't hear that now. There it is. But still no microphone. Let's try the Droid OBS. Okay, there it is. Alright. And then the IK rig. Let's call it HD2. Mic check. Oh, it's still muted. Whoa. That is far away and still incredibly loud. So let's turn that down. There we go. Okay, so about halfway. Sounds like I got a filter on it, which I don't want. Okay, so let's get that filter off. Alright, no filter. So that's not as loud. I mean, let's try full blast. That's still pretty loud for something that's really far away. And it's also omnidirectional, so when I'm... or unidirectional. So it's facing away and it's hardly picking me up, but it picks me up like a shotgun mic when it's pointed at me. It's what I want. And like, if we get right in here, we shouldn't be able to override it, you know, like blow it off, or it shouldn't like a dynamic mic. When you get too loud and you go the P's and the B's and it flattens. This sounds really good. I mean, compared to the ARC, this is holding up quite a bit better. I don't know about the EQ response, but I'm liking the way this sounds. Definitely, yes. Alright, so that works wonderfully. Wonder this headphone thing. So I'm gonna check that out. Then, yeah, I can hear it. Interesting stuff. So this is direct monitoring. It sounds like a little bit of latency. So, but let's check if it will pick up this stuff. Yeah. So it is pretty much from the microphone. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off because it's really latency messing with me. Alright, so it really does go from that here. Okay. So the sound goes into the microphone, comes out of the USB into the computer, comes back out of the computer, back into the microphone, and out of the headphones. So this in itself is pretty much a USB audio interface, I think. However, all tests are great. I am calling it a night. And until next time.